Welcome to Ridge Life. I'm Tim, and today on the Ridge, it has finally stopped raining. Unfortunately, it's still really wet, so not going to be working on solar panels today, but we are going to be working on the solar shed wall. That's right. Inside the solar powerhouse here, I've got a tool section, and actually I'm going to store my motorcycles in there eventually. But on the other end, the insulated end, is going to be where the powerhouse is going to be. The batteries, the inverters, all those powerful things that need cooling. So to do that, I got to fabricate a wall. I got to frame out a wall in between the tool section and the power section. That's what we're going to do today. I've never framed up a wall before. Matter of fact, I've only used a real nail gun one time over there at David at Come On Home Said. Now him and Jason from White Rock gave me a pretty good tutorial, so we'll see if I can do it. I've got some wood over there already prepped up. We'll bring it over, get the compressor for the nail gun. Lots to do here on the Ridge today, so let's have fun. I have got everything prepped up inside here. We can see this pretty gray and the dirty side. This is where the wall is going to be. If you remember, I did this side, painted the floor on this side first and painted this side later. Yeah, so the wall is going to be about 7.5 feet from that wall in, 7.5 feet. And you can see I've already moved the big giant EG4 lithium-ion batteries, lithium phosphate batteries over there. Normally they're going to be right there. And there's my 3 inverter units, EG4 6000 XP. That's 18,000 watts of power there, guys. They're going to be mounted on the wall there, 1, 2, and 3. So the 2 battery banks there, 3 inverters there. I've also got, if you look right here, I got an EG4 mini split. I believe it's a 9K mini split. There's the outside condenser unit that'll go outside the building. There is the head unit. The head unit is actually going to be mounted right here above the batteries. Once the batteries are right there, and you can see we've got more than enough room for this wall. 2 battery units, EG4. I'm going to take the ceiling all the way up to the double top plate. And then I'm just going to do a 2x4 ceiling joist, and I'll frame that in, and I'll have storage up there. It won't be super heavy. That's why I'm going to do 2x4. And of course, 2x4, 16 on center wall here. If we come around, I've got all this stuff, you know, there's all my tools hanging. This bench, this workbench will eventually, a lot of you remember, go right here in front of the wall. And of course, I've got a tool chest right here. There's our Blue Eddy. This is the AC 240. It's what's powering everything. Like right now, I got 148 watts coming in on solar, and it says there's no DC output, but I am charging this little battery bank here, and this battery bank is for my Litelli backpack cooler. I just got it turned on, and I've got sodas and water in here, everything to keep me cool and refreshed. This is not a product review today. I did this a long time ago. But product reviews, I've got a Predator super quiet inverter right there. I still have not unboxed. I'll be using that for when I move the Ridge crib out there on the other side of the gazebo. I got another Moon Cool TK1 Pro there. I've got a EcoFlow battery bank there. I got all this trash. This is from this trash up here is from the mini split. Yeah, I got to burn all that later. I've got a cool Vevor grate right there. So many cool things, but that's just, I got it out of the way right there. Of course, I have this awesome Rampage door, and that's what I'll bring the motorcycles up in here eventually. You know, once the table's right there, I'll have enough room to park temporarily both motorcycles right there, the Ducati and the Harley Davidson. Eventually, I'll have a shop, big like 50 by 30 by 50 or 40 by 50 shop over there, multiple garage doors. That's where I'll keep a lot of the equipment like motorcycles and things. So right now, this is going to be in here. So you guys remember, I've got Now this is my nail gun, never been used. Brand new Metabo nail gun. Hopefully I can figure out how to use it. You can see I've got all my nails. I'm gonna use the 3-inch nails today. Probably should have used a little bit longer than 3-inch. I have been asking around, but I definitely, that's the biggest I've got. So I'll be using the 3-inch by 120. You see I like to keep everything organized here. I got machine screws, I got electrical tools, another toolbox right there. And this is my power tool section. This is apparently I like cobalt because I've got lots and lots of cobalt, you know, drivers and drills and impacts and sawzalls and grinders and all that, skill saw, jigsaw, all that. So, and of course Craftsman, I love my Craftsman here. But I got the window open, I got the doors open. Need to let it get cool in here. Goodness gracious, it's hot in this thing. But once I get it walled up over here, we'll put insulation on all the walls and the ceiling, get the mini split going, and that will keep the batteries cool. Won't keep me cool over here on the tool side. A lot of people have said, Tim, why don't you just insulate the whole thing? Well, one thing, that's not a double insulated window. That's not an insulated door. That's not an insulated door. I know I could insulate it. I could do all that stuff, but that's not in the plans right now. This 9K mini split can do it. So eventually I could put a door right here, an insulated door, and insulate all this and have this all insulated, because that mini split would definitely do it. Because these batteries don't need to, you know, maintain 70 degrees. They just need to stay above freezing in the wintertime, and I like to keep it below 80 in the summertime. So that should do that. So, all right, guys, let's see what kind of wood I got, because if you ain't got enough wood, you can't build a wall. All right, let's get out of here. Woo, doesn't that solar carport look good? Sure would look a lot better if it had solar panels on there, but that will be eventually. And what about this bad boy mower right here? Brand new. You can tell I got some mowing to do. It is high everywhere. You can tell I killed the grass all right there, because I'm gonna mow all that with the bad boy, box bladed all up. This is all the area behind the power shed here and the gazebo over there. I'll show you that in a second. Then I'll box blade all that up and get 60 more tons of gravel brought in to have a fire pit and a hot tub and everything under the gazebo there, because we got Freedom Weekend coming up pretty soon. Woo, goodness gracious, guys. Freedom Weekend is going to be an amazing time of family YouTubers and friends and family coming over and celebrate the 4th of July. Gonna be a great time. So let's get out here. Let's see if I can get here without getting chiggers all over me. See what kind of wood I got. I already got the tarp off here, so I know I got wood. I got wood. Look at this, guys. So these are 2x4s. This one's a little bit bent looking. I got some long ones. I'll need long ones for the top and bottom plates, and I'll need the short, you know, 7-footers or whatever for the 16 on center studs. But it looks like I've got more than I need. Let's see here. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24. That's more than enough to make one wall. Definitely more than enough to make one wall. But I'm also going to need, I got power from the Blue Eddy, and I'm going to need air, pneumatic, right, for the nail gun. So here, I'm going to show you again how tall the grass is. We'll get all the, who said I can't grow grass? Guys, I planted all this grass. Anywhere there's not grass is where I did dirt work. And this grass is dead because I killed it. That's right, I killed all of this. Sprayed it with glyphosate. I know Roundup's bad for you, but I'll mow all this, box blade it, get gravel moved in all over here. But what I got, and it's kind of muddy, guys, sorry about that. Get it all over me here. I'll run an extension cord out from the Blue Eddy so the generator doesn't make a lot of noise today. But I got my cobalt, imagine that, cobalt blue, compressor right there. Got it way over there so it doesn't make much noise while I'm in here videoing. I've got sawhorses set up, and I've got a lot of course, blue cobalt. I got air hoses so I can get from the compressor over there inside to get all that done. All right, so without further ado, I think I need to go get some lumber over there, get it stacked up, and start taking some measurements, start framing out a wall. Now that I know I got enough wood, I got to see exactly how much I need. I do have this handy tape measure. Check this out. Again, I am new to all this building stuff, guys. I am a novice at it. I'm building my own house and solar and power and all that, and I have no idea. I know electrical. I've got an electrical background as a professional, but as far as building and stuff, I ain't got no idea what I'm doing. But check out this tape measure. This tape measure here has these boxes with squares in, or the red letters in it. That's 16 on center. So 16, 32, 4 foot. Now 16 on center for novices like me, meaning each stud, the center of each stud will be 16 inches away from the center of the next stud. And that's how all these are right here. They are, if I go from the right side to the left side of this, 16. So the center to center is 16 inches. So I got to figure out how many of those I need all the way across here. I believe it's 11.5 foot across. So let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we'll go 9. So 9, oh, plus the one on the end, 10. So I'll need 10 verticals, and also I'll need nailers, ones that go inside here so I can nail on the walling material. So I'll show you what nailers are later. So 10, 11, 12, so I'll need 12, actually maybe 13. I'll make sure I got enough for 13. And then of course, it was 11.5 foot all the way across the bottom. So the bottom plate's gonna be 11.5 foot. I got a double top plate, so 2 of those, so 3 11.5, and we'll go 13. And those are, pretty sure they're just 7-inch wall studs. A lot of times you go and buy a 2x4, 2x4x8, that's not what you need for studs. You need 7 foot for studs. At least that's what these are. These are exactly 7 foot. So I need 13 7 foot, maybe 12. And then I need 3 11.5 foot. Let's go get them. Some of you may be thinking, man, these boards look pretty rough. I mean, you look, they got the milled edges and bark on them. They're not very pretty 2x4s. Well, the reason is they are stud quality 2x4s. Yeah, they got a little roughness to them. Some of them actually, because they're so old, like this one here, that one is kind of warped. Kind of warped. So remember, I got 13 of them here. I don't think I need all 13. I think I might only need 12. We'll see. If I do have a twisted one or something, I can put it as that nailer on the end. But let's check out the length. I know the finished boards I had over there, 2x4s, are longer than these because I put them next to each other. But if I look at how long they are 7 foot, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, about 7 foot 8 inches. 8 foot's right there. So the 2x4x8, this is shorter than, it's a stud quality board. Now because we're doing a shed, sheds only have those 7 foot studs. So not gonna be an issue. Let's go ahead and get all these cut down to 7 feet. All right, I'm gonna cut these first 12. I put that 13th one that's all twisted off to the side. Matter of fact, I probably won't even use that one. If I have to get a 13th one, I'll get one of those straight cut edges ones, because dealing with a twisted one is not fun. I've done a little bit of building. I know a few things, very little. All right, so let's get these set up here. And we want 7 foot, 7 foot, 7 foot right there. And got my square. Alrighty. Get this first one cut. Oh, safety glasses and earplugs. Let me go get them. Glasses and earplugs. Woohoo! I'm all safe. All right. Let's see. This battery may not be fully charged. Yeah, it was. You just gotta learn how to do it. Instead of watching me cut 12 of these, how about we speed this up a little bit? Do a little time lapse. Give you some music. Woo-hoo! Wasn't the battery that was causing me issues to cut through the end. I was having to figure out what it was the first couple times. I was changing the depth at which I was cutting through the 2x4, because I thought I had it right to begin with. I changed a few times. Then I realized it's my safety guard. I had pushed through, get about 90% through, and then the guard wouldn't kick over, allow me to go. So you have to use that carpenter technique of getting your thumb pretty close there and flipping that the rest of the way. Now it should push over all by itself, but Cobalt might not be as good as some of those other brands. Just saying. Alrighty, now I'm gonna need 3 11.5 foot-ish long. And so we had exactly, we had 13 of the rough cut 2x4s. And see, these are the real sharp edge finished 2x4s, real nice, smooth. I'm gonna save those. I'll get all these covered up before the rain comes tonight. But looks like I've got, these are really, I have 2 really long ones. These are actually the finish cut. And I've got one right here that's a stud quality. Let me see how long it is. Let's get down here. And it is, all right, it is 12 foot 1 inch long. So these other ones are like, goodness gracious, 14. Yeah, they're like 14. So these 3 will be perfectly, and guys, that's the only 3 long 2x4s I've got. So I had just the right amount of stud 2x4s and just the right amount of long top and bottom plate 2x4s. That's pretty amazing. So let me get these, if I can go get them centered out here. Woo, pretty heavy. All right, let's get these loaded up and cut to length. All right, now I need 3 11 foot 6 inches. 11 foot 6 inches. This is a shorter one. 11 foot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right there. All right. Get these cut. that one's heavy. That one's heavy, actually. This is the good end. All right. Long, it's long. 11 foot. Ooh, way back here. Way back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more after this one. Booyah! 11'6", last one. Should be the last cut. Yeah, I'm gonna flip it around just like the other one. La 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 la. 11'6". This piece right here is broken. I'm gonna cut just the other side of it. 11'6". Measure twice, cut once. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right. All of our cuts are done. We've got 3 at 11'6". We've got 12 at 7. That should be all the wood we need. Now, I think that the reason I needed that 13 was for an extra nailer on this side. And if I do, I'm not using that twisted board. I'll use one of those finished boards in there because that twisted one is real bad. All right, so we got this done. We got a mess to clean up. I think what we'll do, the sun is going down. Let's go ahead and clean this mess up. We'll continue this video. We're not going anywhere, so let's clean this mess up. And in the morning, we're going to frame out this wall. But let's go ahead and clean this mess up, and this video will continue, I promise. Now that piece, good thing I didn't use that end piece, because look, that broke off completely there. So that's an unusual board. And this one's cracked too. So that's not going to be good. Let's go ahead and get the rest of these all picked up. Actually, I've got a four-wheeler right there with a dump bucket on the back. Let me get these put on a dump bucket. All right, let's get this cleaned up here. Get all these little scrap pieces of wood. I like to keep a tidy, tidy work area. Neat and organized is the way to go. Actually, let's go ahead and get the rest of this trash I had in here to burn. Let's get all of this as well. I think this is it right here. I do believe this is everything. All right, make sure. Yep, that's it. I don't like having trash in there, so let's take it over to the burn barrel. Get it. Oh, I got one more thing. Check this out. This is something you guys told me I've been needing for a long, long time. Vevor, tough tools, half the price. This is going to be cool. This is exactly what you told me to get, and I got it. Let's go. What y'all doing over there? Come over here. I have burned so much in this burn barrel here on the ridge, and every time I burn cardboard and stuff, you guys say, Tim, that cardboard's gonna float up into the air and catch the woods on fire. And actually, you're right, because I've actually had pieces float up and catch the little grass and stuff on fire. And you see, I got a lot of grass right now. I need to mow it, right? But I got today, because of you, you guys said it, I went and got this Vevor barbecue grill cover. This is a 30-inch grill cover. It's got pretty narrow holes. You know, you can get a mesh that's even narrower, but you can put this on a barbecue grill. Of course, perfect for a 55-gallon drum. Actually comes with handles here. Let's go ahead and get these handles on real quick. Get these on M16, M6, whatever it is. Let's see here. I'm gonna make it where the handle, the point, yeah, up, right? You want it up. So I'll just put these nuts on here, and I'll come back and tighten them later. I'm just gonna hand tighten them right now, just so we can get this burned, because we gotta get that wall framed out, and I've got stuff I gotta do. And again, we're gonna frame that wall out in this video. You're just like, Tim, you're taking forever. I got stuff to do, you know? And a lot of times when you're watching people do builds, they just build. I mean, a lot of people, you want to just watch build, but if you're like me and you've never done stuff before, you want to know how they do it, why they do it, watch them make mistakes, everything that leads up to it, the cleanup, some people just like to watch people do things, you know, in the country. And that's kind of what I am out here on RidgeLife, just doing things in the country. I have retired from corporate life. I was an automation, electrical, industrial technician, engineering and stuff in a steel mill for 27 years. I was a nuclear power technician in the Navy before that, on a submarine, taking care of nuclear power, nuclear reactors, generators, all that stuff. All right, so that's probably tight enough for now. Again, I can come back, tighten it later, make sure everything is hand tight. All right, so we're gonna put this, again, this is from Vevor. I'll leave a link down in the description, and I also have an Amazon store where basically anything I use on YouTube, I put in my Amazon store. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but if you see something you like I use, go check out my Amazon store. It might be in there, but I'll have the link for this down in the description. So let's get this wood put in here. Get the wood down in there. We'll catch all this on fire, and then come back and get that wall framed up. I know that's exactly what you want to see. All right. Just don't burn the cardboard, Tim. You'll hurt the environment. You know, somebody's going to do it. So I won't breathe it. I promise. I promise I won't breathe it. Get all this stuff in here. I got all kinds of stuff. Cardboard. Fight it. You can beat it, Tim. You can beat it. You're the master. You're the master of all this stuff, Tim. You got it. You got it. You can do this. All right. This is gonna be the longest prep to build a frame out of wall in history. But you get to see a fire. I mean, who doesn't want to see a fire? I know I want to see a fire. And probably what I'll do, guys, if you've made it this far, I'm going to put chapters in this video. So you can just skip the fire and go straight to the framing of the wall. You saw me get the wood and everything prepped. All right, oh, I gotta get this in there too, don't I? Whew, goodness gracious. I think what I'll do is I'll add that at the end. Let's go ahead and get this going. Put this down in here. Get this fire going. All right, it's on. It's on. It's on like Donkey Kong. Burn, baby, burn, baby, burn. All right, this may be was this a little bit wet? This was sticking out. Oh yeah, it's going. It's going. It's going. It's gonna burn my hands, what it's gonna do. There we go. Let's go. Hey, this is the Vevor Campfire Barbecue Grill User's Manual. I'll show you exactly what I need to do with that, because it's a campfire grill. All right. Everything seems to be going good here. Get that down in there. So here is the grill cover. This should prevent everything from flying away. Again, I'll put this in here in just a second. Again, Vevor, tough tools, half the price. Come on in here, get a little closer, and watch this fire burning time lapse. Lots of cardboard in there. No flitter flatters of all that stuff coming up, which is good. Handle is pretty cool too. Cool to the touch. I like that. Let's get this bent up and put in there. Ugh. Come on, Tim, can you bend it? Ugh, yes, I got it. All right, can I get it? Can I get it in there? I got it. Get that over there. That should go down. All right, guys. Whew. It has been, smoke follows beauty, doesn't it? We're gonna come right back, and then we're going to finish, we're gonna frame, we didn't finish framing, we're gonna frame out that wall. It's not gonna take very long, guys. It's only 13, 14, 15, 16, 15 to 16 boards at most. If I can do this halfway right, it'll go pretty quickly. So let's frame a wall. Good morning, we are back on the ridge. We are ready to frame up that wall. I've got the air compressor already plugged in to the Blue Eddy. I got the hoses ran. Show you what we got going on inside the power shed here. So we got the blue hose to the nail gun. We got the yellow cable plugged into the Blue Eddy. Now right now the sun is not shining on that side. I only got 30 watts coming in. I got 18 watts charging up the little batteries here. And as soon as that compressor comes on outside, the AC output's gonna go up. We're 95% charged. This thing should last a long time. All right, we got 3-inch nails in the nail gun. I do have it oiled. It is ready to go. And I actually, again, since I'm a novice, I got it set up, and you can see right here, we didn't have enough pressure. I dialed it in, we had too much pressure, and now I got it set just about right. So I think we're gonna be good there. Again, I got some refreshments going. We got all of our wood staged up. This is the wood we cut yesterday. You guys saw us do that. So now, I would love to have a big, giant open floor to be able to pre-frame this up and then set it up into place. But the fact that this 11.5 inch is gonna fit tight right there in my limited space, the door jams in the way, I'm gonna frame it in place. So I'll put the bottom plate down, put the side nailers in, and then put the top plate on, and then frame up the individual studs. Does that sound like a plan? I hope so, because that's what I'm gonna do. All right, I got a couple pieces of wood staged. This is our bottom plate. This is the first one going down. I've got it marked right where I want it. Right there. Should be good. Get it down on this side. Same way. Perfect. All right, now let's get the first nail inside the power shed. This is not the right line. I got one on the side over here. And I do have this bottom plate right over a floor joist too. So 1, 2, look at that. That's good right there. Same thing on this side. That's not the right line. See, there's the right line. Make sure I get it right over it. Got it. Get it pushed down. 1, 2, good deal. Look at that. Now let's just start tacking it down. Woo, that one hit something. Something's not coming out right. Make sure. Whoa, all right. Let's see if we can fix the nail gun. All right, that worked. We had a little jam going on there. Guess I need to hammer those in. All right, let's go. There we go. All right, this one's gonna be an easy one. Just gotta fit right up there. I ain't gotta take no measurements. Let's get this right here. There we go. That's good. Make sure that stays against there. And right there. Perfect. I wanna make sure I've got a nailer for this one. And when I say nailer, you have to have something to put your inside wall material on, whether you're going to use drywall, whatever you're going to use, something you can nail to. And also I don't want a gap for insulation because this side is going to be insulated. So if I put one there and then I put another one right next to it, that should be more than enough to get me to frame to and have a nailer. So let me get this first one put in. Let's see here. Make sure it's straight. And down here. Got to kick it back in. There we go. This one's a little twisted, but be just fine for a get this stud into. Make sure that. There we are. And the bottom. Get this first stud. Make sure it's lined up with the bottom plate. It is. Let's make sure it is straight. All right. There. Right there, right there. That should be it. First one. This first stud, guys. First stud. Boom. That bottom is lined up. All right, this is a little twisted. A lot of this wood is warped, but it should be okay. Make sure everything's lined up. Is it level? Is it level? Right there. Yep, it's level. Make sure. Looks good. All righty. Well, that didn't come out, did it? There we go. There we are. Let's get the bottom here. There we are. Make sure that's good. Double tap. All right. Let's see if this first top plate fits. Hopefully it does. Come on now. All right. Fits like a glove. Get it straightened up. Same thing over here. All right, let's see if I can angle this nail gun to get that. Oh yeah, it's gonna be. I can get it. I can get it. Oops. But the ladder don't fall first. Come on now. Let's see here. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Let's do the same thing over here. I'm not an expert at this, but I think I may be getting just a little bit better. A little bit better. Oh, if I can get it, okay, I gotta get the angle right. There we are. Perfect. All right, now I'll go ahead and put the double top plate on, and then I'll start on the studs. Nope, I misspoke. If I put the double top plate on, I won't be able to nail directly into the individual studs from the bottom top plate. Okay, luckily I thought that through before I nailed that on. That would have been a bad day. I mean, I know you could still do it, but so much easier when you can go through one 2x4 into the stud. That way you ain't gotta do, okay. So, but what I'm gonna do now is do my 16 on center. So here's the first stud. So the right side of it, if I go 16 inches over of the right side, that'll be the right side of the next stud. And I've got the little, 16 on center boxes all the way across here. So I just gotta put on here 16, 32, and keep going down the line. And that's going to leave about 7 inches or so between the last stud and the wall stud, so that's fine. This is where it's going to happen quickly. I know everything else I do is slow, but I line that up there, get it wedged right in here. Now I want to come back and nail from the top, but as long as the bottom is flush and center, I should be able to just I'm just gonna put one in each one of these. Come on down. And then I can get the top and then finish the everything else. Man, this is nice, guys. I got a wall going up. I've got a wall. Yeah, I got a wall. All right. This is exciting. Exciting. Oops, okay. They're nice and flush. Alrighty. I am pushing those over just a hair because the nail gun pushes it over just a little bit when it goes in. There we are. Right there. Boom. I like it. I like it a lot. 16 on center. Well, that one's kind of a little short, or the board's bowed out. One of the two. It'd be all right. I'll save that one for the edge. Oh yeah, I'll save that one for the edge. Come on. Yeah, just the bows. It just bowed out a little bit because these are all the same length. All right, right there. Okay. Nice and straight. Alright, that should stay where it's at. As long as I don't mess up, this is gonna be good. Alright. 2 more. Look at that. Tim don't do nothing fast, but luckily this is coming together. Coming together nicely. Nicely. Come on right there. Nice and straight. All right. Stay right where you're at there, buddy. Stay right where you're at. Put this one in here. Yep. And this side. Alrighty. Now, I'm gonna get a level, make sure everything's straight, pop it from the top. Pop it like it's high, pop it like it's high. Let's see what we got here. I did put a line over here, just so I can see. Nice and level right there. All right, see if I can do this without putting a hole in my finger. Oh yeah, right there. Same thing over here. Well, this is a twisted one. Ooh, it's like twisted metal. All right. Twisted. Got it. Scoot back this way. Get this one. Oh yeah, some of these are really twisted and bowed. I might even put some blocks in there to keep everything. I'm not even gonna worry about level. I got these lines. Let's see, let's go on that side of it. All right, move on down. Pop these last ones out real quick. Everything's straight and lined up. Get this one. Perfect. This one. All right. 2 more to go. Make sure I get it lined up, straightened up. Yeah, this one's twisted pretty good, but I got it. And then this one, oh, this one's real bad. Real bad. See if I can get it in the line there. Right there. Perfect. All right, now I can really go through and put a second one in all of these. All right. Go on down the line and get the rest of these. sure it's straight. Bang, straight. Bang, straight. Bang, straight. Bang. Oh, let me get those down there. I'm gonna scoot it back with me. Those are straight as it can get. The twisted board. Oh, that one's already got two. All right. Now I can get the top plate on. All right, time for the top plate. Can I reach it? Tim, you're too short. I think I got it. Get up here. Oh, is it gonna be too big? Oh yeah, no, it's good. Okay. Get lined up perfectly right there. Yep. So now all I gotta do, if everything's perfect, it is. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. All right, make sure everything is where it needs to be. Okay, right there. Looks good. Get over there. All right. Need some air. Compressor must be off. I had forgotten I'd turned the compressor off earlier. I didn't have no air. No air, no air. No moss. I didn't get any in this one. And there we go. Oh, I didn't get any in the end either. Get in there. All right. Oh, no. Oh, that's a hard spot to get. Got it. Woohoo! Nice. All right. I do believe I'm going to need one more nailer over here, that 13th I was telling you about, and I may need to cut some blocks because as twisted as these boards are, if I create some blocks right in here, that'll make sure everything is straight. Of course, it will be make walking through there a little more difficult, won't it? But I can duck. This is that last board I cut, the 13th one, and it is twisted, but it'll be okay for a nailer here. I don't have any doubts that it'll work just fine for a nailer. I'm just going to have to twist it around a little bit. So let me go ahead and get that in. There we go. Get the same. Oh, that is so twisted. Yeah, I might not be able to. Let me see. Oh yeah, nope. That's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to go get another board because look, that is super twisted. Seven feet. How many of y'all caught when I was cutting the long boards for the bottom and top plates that I didn't have my hearing protection and my safety glasses on? Some of y'all caught that, right? Yeah, safety first. I forgot. So, got them on now. All right. Let's get this last nailer on and we should be done. That was the last cut for sure. All right, last board. Last board. It's like a glove, not twisted, nothing like that. All right, make sure everything is pushed back in there. Make sure. Double. All righty, one more. Good measure. Perfect. Here we go. There is the finished product. I decided not to put the blocking in between the studs. I'm gonna be coming in and out of this thing a lot until I get the insulation and the wall surfacing on. And really, I know they're twisted, but I measured them and they're all about 16 on center, even in the center. So they're not bowed too much. They're just twisted a little bit, and I don't think the blocking is going to help very much. But you can see we got double top plate. Oh, looks pretty good, pretty good. We are 16 on center, top and bottom. And I've got a nailer right here. So this kind of explains this. So I put the wall surface on this one. Of course, we'll have insulation, wall surface front and back, wall surface on here. And if I didn't put this board right in here, I'd have nothing to nail the end of the wall surface, you know, the paneling or whatever I'm going to use. So I had to put a nailer there. And let's see, over here, I did the same thing. I put a nailer right here. So wall surface, ooh, I ain't got much, do I? I may end up having to put another nailer right there. I probably should have moved it over just a little bit, but I got them butted up against it. So we'll see, depending on what it is. Now, framing out the roof is going to be interesting because I put the 2x4 joists up there on that top plate and on top of this top plate. That way I don't have to use any hangers. It's these ceiling joist trusses are going to be in the way just a little bit, but I think I can figure this out. Again, I'm not a construction worker, but I think I can figure this out. If you have any suggestions of how you would do the roof on this room, I'm definitely not going to go all the way up. I'm going to go across the top of here. Again, look how it's tall. It's real tall. And I'm just going to go 2x4s, not 2x6s. I'm not going to have that much weight up there. You can see the joists are kind of in the way. I mean, the trusses. But I could store just a little bit of small things, some flat, just little extra things. It's nice to have up there. I will insulate the ceiling, insulate all the walls, get the wall surfacing on, and then start installing the inverters, moving the batteries back over here, get the mini split air conditioner mounted up there. I'll get a distribution panel right there, again, the 3 inverters, and start getting power to the power shed. Hopefully you enjoyed watching me framing out this wall here on the ridge. First time I've ever done it. I know it took a little while to get to the framing part, but there is things to do before you start work. You got to clean, you got to organize, you got to prepare, you got to make a list. Oh, you got to burn some trash. Well, guys, I've got to clean up now. Make sure everything, the compressor's put away, all the hoses, extension cords, clean up, sweep, everything. Because the job's not done until the cleanup is done. And that's how, that's words to live by. It makes the next job so much easier when you clean up after the first one. Oh, I'll be back next week. Yeah, sure you will. You're going to leave all that stuff right where it is and never use it again. And then when you go to use it, it's destroyed, right? So I like to take care of my equipment, and hopefully it shows when you watch these videos on the ridge. So guys, I love every single one of you. Appreciate you for watching today. Make sure you hit that notification bell right down there to be notified anytime a new video comes out on Ridge Life. I've got to get out there on that bad boy Maverick HD mower and mow around the ridge. It's going to be pretty when I'm done. And then, of course, get that box blade, clear out that grass, get the gravel in, start on those solar panels. So project after project, we are getting it done. It just takes a little bit longer on the ridge. So love every single one of you. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Always 100% free. And until next time, hope you have a blessed day and go Ridge Life. Woo!